state trumpeters have signalled that the Queen is about to leave the Palace of Westminster after this state opening of 2010, and Queen and the Duke on their way back to Buckingham Palace. Once the signal is given, coachman will be on his way. And just to prove the point, that we have the best vantage point in town, and therefore you have too, let's have a look. Band of the Coldstream Guards playing the national anthem. The bright red tunics of the Life Guards and the dark blue of the Blues and Royals. Household Cavalry accompanying the Queen. And now a reverse of what we saw earlier. The Imperial State Crown being taken back to the Tower of London. Followed by the Sword of State and the Cap of Maintenance. They're being taken back in the Queen Alexandra state coach. Controller of the Lord Chamberlain's office, Andrew Ford, hands the crown to the Barge Master. And the Crown Jeweller is also on hand to look after it, with its 3,000 diamonds and countless other precious stones. Safely placed in the coach, ready for the journey back to the Palace initially, and then back to the Tower of London. A very busy time for Andrew Ford, who's in that position as controller of the Lord Great Chamberlain's office at Buckingham Palace, in charge of investitures and garden parties and all kinds of other big events, including a big role in the Queen's Birthday Parade, which of course comes up in June, the Trooping the Colour as is known more popularly. The crown is on its way. Once again, we're enjoying the view from the studio here. and followed by a smaller coach, by the way, and that's an interesting little coach too, because it has the maces, the great maces we saw, popping out of the window. Can you see them? They're too big to fit into the coach itself, but they are, again, a part of a set of 10 maces. These maces, again, are hundreds of years old. They used to be weapons, of course, but these days they're symbols of royal authority, and they are part of the regalia procession that we are now familiar with on the day of state opening, and really difficult to imagine a more glorious day for it. And just to underline where we are, the state opening of Parliament has taken place. The Queen has gone through the contents of the speech, but clearly hasn't read out a detailed list of bills. Nick was telling us there were 22, is that right, Nick?
That's 22. Now, it sounds a lot, but remember, as you were saying earlier, Hugh, it's a longer session because we're not here sitting in the